Well, as usual, the game crashed. Well, not the game, rather. I should really say the stream crashed. So it's a norm for me. So you just have to. I just have to deal with it since there's nothing else I can do about it. So so I don't know if you guys saw what I was reading earlier on Twitch. I pretty much said, welcome to the Human Experimentation Station of the Ministry of Axia Morale. Human testing is a required step of any new product or process in order to ensure accuracy. Please be sure to document the results of all the tests thoroughly to save the expense of additional trials and view lab notes. The UDL, Universal Defense Logistics, would like to remind employees that it is no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistically probable cause of loss of life in its facilities. Human trials, live human trials. In addition to the dimethyl sulfoxide to the current round of tests that has resulted in some improvements, subjects are showing improved circular and increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We are still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing the supply of dimethyl sulfoxide results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfoxide. We may have to make do with this batch. Warning, this procedure may result in the invalidation of the experiment results and the death of human test subjects. Further information. Sunradol from dimethyl sulfoxide is highly lethal and will result in the cancellation of any in-progress experiments. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving a 73.629% in circulation. Is that enough? I don't know if that's enough. Fuck. How much is what should I do with this? Wow, that fucking sucks. Okay. Okay, this is... Oh, of course, Sam and Vicar Max improved boosting of hacking, of course. Of course. Ask her about Theodore, and then lie to when to get up to the ID. Fall down the stairs, so call up the guard. Hold, walk to the door in front of you, open the locked door, and then try to get the... Then you get the ID card from inside the locker. Let's go in there, call for the elevator, and I go downstairs, cloak by the IT. Your objective is the far side of the lab. Take the first door on your left through the animal testing, then through the central lab, then through the far side of the... Then into the hibernation lab, then to blah 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 blah, okay. Hibernation, go to the door, then turn left, go to the hibernation lab, and go to the door. You'll have an uncontested run to your objective. How much dimethyl sulfide should you take? 100% or 26%? Go over to your terminal and choice of how much this figure is in our pigs. On the bad ending, the choice used but without spoils up for the 100% variation. Once you've made your choice, turn around. Okay, what? It doesn't even tell you anything about this. I don't care. When you're investing so much in RPG like Outdoors, you want to make sure you get the best ending. For most players, this means the warmest and cuddles you can achieve when there's a smile on everyone's face and then a bullet in every baddie. However, choices aren't quite that simple in the outer world, so here's a checklist of everything you need to do. Aha. The outer world's final cutscene is a reflection on the choices you made throughout your galactic journey through Halcyon, and is stylistically very similar to the Fallout New Vegas, also developed by Obsidian. It doesn't matter. I didn't like that ending. Anyway, the best ending we've chosen to detail what you need to do to disrupt the current corporate order of the colony and complete filling its plan. You also can get a different ending by turning Phineas over to the board and signing with them. There's also a secret ending if you choose to build a character with below average intelligence. I won't ruin it, but when you get the option of skipping the ship, try doing it yourself. It goes without saying, blah blah blah. Uh-huh. Of course, all these happiness is a woman's air fix their heating. Follow blah 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 blah. Take 100% of the dimethyl sulfide from the experiment. Wow, so to get the best ending I need to do that? Huh. So they want me to take 100%? That fucking sucks. Okay. Okay, game. You're probably wondering why I'm spoiling. Well, here's the thing. I only have to know spoilers on the tags if someone was going to be commenting on it and was going to be spoiling it without me asking, since no one's really commenting on my Twitch chat because no one's really watching, at least at the moment. Or if they are, they're just lurking. I decided to look it up myself just to save them time. So, just far throughout the choices I had made up until this point, I would say I'm going for the best ending, which means I should take the 100% dimethyl sulfoxide. Experimental details. Experiment authorization of Roxwell Charles. Lifetime employment program. Objective: to repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of the human subject and the loss of associated productivity. Results: inconclusive. Prognosis: cautiously optimistic. Calibrating sensors. Checking the mental level. Transfer to cancer. Bye-bye. Why just going over here and pressing circle to open my menu? What? Hey. Well, that takes care of that.
I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. We'll continue this later.
Well, yeah, that happened. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it for this game. I know it's only been 11 minutes, but that's because the thing crashed. But well, maybe, well, let me just add another 20 minutes to this, maybe. Because I did want to play Horizon Zero Dawn 2 on the stream. So, what? Oh. Well, we're going back downstairs because I'm a dumbass.
Some. Oh, she disappeared? That sucks. Oh, she's over there still. I think I was against someone else.
Well, so much for his utopia. Or his plan. I suppose to taking the other thing activates the evil ending. Or the bad ending, or whatever. I'm starting to get a feeling I'm almost closer to beating this game. And then deleting it and probably never playing it again. Because thus far there's no new information about DLC. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know. Oh wait. I should take this off. The hell was I wearing earlier? There we go. Okay. Oh.
I only wish they were
C&B chicken and potatoes at C&B.
I guess that's it. I have to go back to the ship.
Wouldn't it be something to see an Earth assault cruiser around here? Don't be ridiculous. There's no way one would fit. How would you know? You've never seen one. Neither have you. I don't know anyone who's seen one. Why can't something exciting happen around here for once? Nothing good. It means everything.
All right. So we have a few more side quests to do. We still have Ellie's companion quest line, Pavardi's companion quest line. Oh, that's right. That's why it was like that. Yeah, because I went through here. Ah.
UDL security. Oh.
Pretend we're strangers. The board's always watching.
Yeah, fuck the board. I just lost a lot of cred with the board now, right? Oh, yeah. Oh. Still neutral, huh? There we go. No need to ever come back to Byzantium anymore. apparently, briefly what I just read on that site, trying to figure out what to do on this quest, for the good ending, since that's what I'm going for. They said they ruined the ending with some other shit, and wasn't nearly as good as, say, other games. So I don't know. We'll see how bad the ending truly is at some point.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship. Caution. Unexpected turbulence may cause loose containers to topple from the upper shelves. If you are crushed to death, I'll need to find a new captain.
Oh. That all?
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Not if you go out and marry that other lady. Wait, what? Oh.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM? Registering new owner. Captain.
Oh, great.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
That is the weirdest fucking looking water I've ever seen in my life. Just look at this shit. Alright, that's enough.
Good to see you, boss.
Something on your mind?
Get off the pot, damn it. Are you listening in there? You can't be hogging the facilities for 40 damn minutes. You ought to see Ellie. You got a condition or something.
If you don't mind my saying, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
You mean stumbling around the colony and pretending to know what I'm doing?
I think you're being honest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater, and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
Huh. Wait a minute. Isn't she the same person who said, I shouldn't, do what I'm looking for? The person who was interrogating me while I was on Emerald Vale. Said, is this your ship? Remember when I walked out of it? You almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
Actually, maybe I'm thinking of someone else. How do you know I'm from the Hope?
We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest.
Oh, interesting. I'm sure you didn't bring me all this way just to flatter me.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
You people need better security. Anyone could have lifted those covers. I see that's just giving my position away. Why would I want to do this? How did you find my ship?
There's exactly one vessel in all of Byzantium that looks like it dropped out of an Aetherwave drama. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Wanted for what, exactly?
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on.
Yeah, just like your board?
He's a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Hold on, I'm getting a lot of noise on the signal. Could you fuck off and never come back? That's funny. You want me to sell him out?
Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
I would rather not. And since we're not doing that anyway right now, let's just switch this up to, let's see, Monarch. This is telling go back to Fallbrook. Okay, we're going to Fallbrook then.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Good, because I have unfinished business there. Oh, by the way, learn the shocking truth about the colony. The audience gasps. Oh. All for one and one for all. This is a bronze? Really? Ellie, provided you can stay here for now. Yoka, let's go. Because there's two different yeah, there's two different places I need to go with both her and both Nyoka and Ellie. That also means I'll finish hopefully both of their side companion quest lines. I still need to finish Pavardi's, which is taking forever. And that only leaves Max. No, not Max. Sam. Now, I don't know if Sam actually has a companion quest because he's a robot, so. But he might. And I'm going to assume, just like every other game that Obsidian has ever done, including the remnants of Obsidian, I have to do everything I can to make a backup save before I finish the main quest, in case they do end up giving us DLC sometime in 2020. I don't know if they will. I kind of hope they will, but who knows?
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Oh, they are.
So that puddle I stepped in? That wasn't beer.
Yeah, it's like New York. Even before the undocumented immigrants coming down here, and people are still pissing in the streets.
This looks like the place. Ready to get my money or what?
Sure. I'm gonna. Let's see. Oh, yeah, New York. I need to get her stuff going. I'm gonna see. Sure. Whatever.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I need to change the beneficiary on Marilyn Fennell's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Let's stay on topic. I just want to change her benefactor.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Marilyn Fenhill isn't dead.
Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
Okay, but how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
How you do this? Or you be filing your own claim? Now that is irony. That would be sweet. Alright. Well, you know what? I actually don't care about my bits at all, so fuck it.
I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting.
You're in the middle of Fallbrook.
It's just that I'm still too junior for bribes. You have to do at least 10 years before you're eligible for company graft and kickback benefits.
Look at it as a fine that I'm paying in advance.
The employee handbook doesn't say anything about that. Very well. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
That's all,
We
folks.
gotta talk.
I'm sure we do. Then let's go.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
That's all you wanted. You could have stayed in Byzantium.
Being a surgeon out there isn't as great as it seems. At least half your day is paperwork and red tape. No amount of money is worth dealing with that. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
What are you gonna do with all those bits?
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
You got to plan ahead at some point.
You talk like someone who likes lists. Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here?
That's the kind of thinking that's ruined this place into the crapper.
Hate to say it, but Hal's already there. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
I appreciate it, but I didn't do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
We're crewmates. That's what it means to look out for one, huh?
I always thought it meant we get used to the smell of each other's dirty socks. But you really do see a rosier version of things, huh?
Friendship is important. What else are we fighting for if we're not for the people that we care about?
You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Wouldn't want to be indebted to me, huh?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway,
full circle.
Enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
We just come full circle from the start where we recruited her right back towards the end when we did her special quest, and she paid us off to prevent a future. Oh, well, you owe me, Ellie. Now you have to do shit for me. Say, no. I'm paying you now, so I don't have to be indebted to you in the future. Let's move on. Woo! I've always been doing it. I have been doing it since Fallout, I think. Yeah, okay. So, yes. let's see here. What can I improve? What have I been low on? Persuade? Well, technically, I've been low on everything, to be fucking honest. Let's see. Let's do this. One for that. One for this. Inspiration, determination, they're both pretty good. Medical's really good, but not by itself. 60. Coward targets armor minus 50%. And I guess I'll dump the last 4 into... There we go. Have 1 more left. Just wait. There we go. Why not? I'm sure someone's gonna get angry about this. So, what's this? Increase the range at which all interactable Sure. Let's do Hoarder. Why the fuck not? There we go. There. So, that's the end of Ellie's quest. And then we have this, which is somewhere out in the boondocks, I'm sure. It's right here. Okay, so the next time we come back to this great game with its own things I wish could be better, or maybe I'm just used to other versions of games that are similar in an open world RPG with some choices involved. Next time we come back, we'll start doing this, and then we'll continue this, which is somewhere in here as well. Looks like we have to go here to Cascada, and then to the Stellar Bay. That'll be for Pavardi's thing. I'll have to switch party members if I'm going to be doing that. Then I would have to increase my stuff so I can get 100 persuade, so I can do this for her, which could happen soon. Like, if I put the right stuff on, I might be able to do it. So, for everyone on YouTube, if you're watching this the day I uploaded it, or you're watching this months down the line, well, if the next part isn't up yet, just wait a little bit. It'll probably happen in a couple weeks, or maybe a month. For those of you who are watching this months down the line, if you see more videos in the playlist, click on the next video. Hopefully it's enjoyable, and hoping you're enjoying it. As for me, I'm going to be changing to Horizon Zero Dawn for 2 hours, and that'll be it for this weekend. I'll then start uploading some of the videos I've already recorded previously, like, for example, the 2 videos for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and of course the previous part 9 of this game that was 5 hours, which is The Outer Worlds. Then upload some other shit. In fact, I might start uploading a lot more. I might start uploading a couple videos every day just to get some of these stuff out of my PC, because I have a lot of stuff. Particularly, I have some. Sorry, my ear was itching me. I have. Let's see. I have a bunch of. Was it COVID? No, it wasn't COVID. It was what the hell was it? I had a bunch of videos that I needed to get rid of. I'm trying to remember what folder that was on. Call of Duty. It wasn't really Call of Duty. It wasn't really Star Wars, I don't think. Sorry about that if you're hearing noise. I'm just double checking. There's 31.7 gigabytes for Resident Evil 2 Remake, which sucks, but hey, it's cool. Days Gone, there's not much there. Outer Worlds is a little bit there. Just old Outer Worlds parts I can start getting rid of. Yeah, that's the other one. There's 6.97 gigs for Dragon Ball Z. Well, until I put the next stuff in. Then there's 13 gigs for Ghost Recon in the folder I can get rid of. And of course, for the Outer Worlds, there's 41.9 gigabytes. I can start getting rid of 2. There was some other thing. By the way, I still have, believe it or not, I still have Resident Evil 0 HD and Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster playlists with all my stuff in there. There's 24.3 gigabytes on those, and the other one is 25.4 gigabytes on that. So when you look at actually Resident Evil 2, there's a lot more shit in Resident Evil 2 in terms of the size comparably to the other ones. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time on more Outer Worlds. It's already saved. I already saved this, right? The Low Crusade, that was a 30. Sure. Make a new save, whatever. I'll start deleting some of these old saves later. Not the very first save, I think. Just the... Was it the very first? I don't know. Maybe I'll just start a new save if I'm really interested about it in the future. I don't know. Maybe doing something without recording it. But for everyone on YouTube, click on next video. For everyone on Twitch, stay tuned. There'll be more streaming. Just not this game. So, see y'all later on YouTube.